What if one wrong number changed everything? It was almost midnight. I was reheating cold pizza when my phone buzzed with an unknown number. I almost ignored it because who calls that late except spam bots or drunk exits, right? But something, call it instinct, made me swipe answer. Silence. Then soft, shaky sobbing on the other end. Before I could even say hello, the call cut off. Weird. I went back to my pizza, shrugged it off. 5 minutes later, same number again. This time I missed it. A voicemail popped up. I hit play, still chewing, and what I heard made my stomach twist. It was a woman's voice, trembling, broken. Mija, if you get this message, I'm so sorry. I know I ruined everything between us. You probably hate me after what I said at Christmas, but none of this is your fault. You were always the best part of my life. My body froze. Then her voice cracked, and she whispered, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry you'll find out this way. I love you so much. Then click. Silence. I stared at my phone, heart pounding. My mom was asleep upstairs. I wasn't Mija, but that woman believed she just said goodbye to her daughter. I replayed the message. There was traffic in the background. Fast. Constant. I knew that sound. It was near the downtown overpass, the one that ends up on the news for all the wrong reasons. Without thinking, I grabbed my keys and drove. I didn't have a plan, just this feeling that I had to find her. The city was quiet, empty. When I reached the overpass, the streetlights buzzed faintly over the empty road. Then I saw it. A car on the shoulder, hazards blinking. And there she was, sitting on the edge, phone in her lap, staring down at the highway below. I walked closer, careful not to startle her. Excuse me, I said softly. Did you call someone a few minutes ago? Because I think you might have dialed the wrong number. She turned toward me. Her face was red, streaked with tears, completely lost. What? She whispered. I held up my phone and pressed play. Her own voice filled the air. She covered her mouth the second she heard it. I was trying to call my daughter, she said, choking on the words. Isabella. We had this huge fight 3 months ago. She won't answer my calls anymore. I just wanted to hear her voice. One last time. I sat down beside her on the cold concrete. What if I told you Isabella probably wants to hear from you too? Maybe she just doesn't know how to start. She blinked at me, like that thought had never even crossed her mind. We talked for almost an hour. She told me about missing Isabella's graduation because of work, how it spiraled into the worst argument of their lives, and how neither one had called since. Finally, I said, call her. The right number this time. Even if she doesn't answer, at least you tried. It was almost 1 a.m. She looked terrified, but she dialed. 1 ring, 2 rings, then... Mom? Isabella's voice. Both of them broke down crying. I'm sorry, Isabella said through tears. I thought you hated me. I never did. I was just ashamed. They talked for 20 minutes right there on that overpass, crying, laughing, forgiving. You could feel them stitching their bond back together, one word at a time. When she hung up, she turned to me, grabbed my hands, and said, You saved my life tonight. If you hadn't answered that call... She couldn't even